Justin. Our next speaker is our very own Sue Bordelon. She's actually presenting on two projects that she currently has going that she is interested in sharing and getting support for.
Good evening. I want to talk for Shepard of the Sierra Presbyterian Church, where I'm a leader with that faith organization, and many of you that may be involved in faith-based organizations kind of might think, well, how can local food and faith-based organizations come together? We happen to be on a 12-acre parcel of land in Loomis, and we're not using that 12 acres. It was once a plum orchard, and we had support a lot of different community projects. So the second person I'm representing here is the Placer Community Action Council, which you might know as Head Start, or Kids Count, or Baby Steps program. And so on our campus, we help to educate through the Kids Count program 24 very young, darling little babies. They're from age 6 months to 2 years old. And the Kids Counts program is really a whole family program. It's not just about giving these kids a great start into the world, but about educating the family about parenting and about healthy habits within the entire family. So as we've been talking, Kevin's talking about how the impact of his choices growing up really affected his life, and the woman that talked about no fundraiser that had anything of nutrition. I mean, there's just a real repeat theme here. The Kids Count program had started some garden boxes in their playground area. And that was great because the kids would go out and see how lettuce grows, and the folks that were taking care of the children were learning more about gardening. And the church, seeing the additional property that we had available that wasn't used, offered up a 60 by 60 area so that the Kids Count program could expand their boxes because they'd outgrown their ability to have boxes in their playground area. And so now they have 6 additional raised bed boxes and a commitment by their organization to provide locally grown food to their 21 organizational sites within Placer County, as well as starting to provide food to the families. Because once kids, young kids, start to taste green stuff and freshly grown fruits and vegetables, that's what they're going to choose. They're not going to choose a tater tot. That stuff tastes really bad after you've had fresh grown vegetables from your garden. So I wanted to read just a little statement that they passed along to me. Apologies from Jackie Brown and Annie White that weren't able to be here this evening. Today, they are finishing the raised beds at not only the Shepard of the Sierra site, but some of their other sites. They are providing CSA boxes from local from local farms into the sites and feeding the kids lunches and snacks from locally grown vegetables. They also are expanding the site at Shepard of the Sierra. We're hoping to include potentially 2 acres worth of garden area. And we're not sure if Kids Counts is going to be involved in the entire 2 acres. We're in a planning session with them. But if there's anyone here in the room that would be interested in being part of a nonprofit that could farm the remaining 2 acres that's still available for farming on our property in Loomis, I'm gathering up names and interested folks that would like to form an organization, a nonprofit organization, that would be interested in educating the community as well as educating young farmers. And so I've really got some great context just from previous speakers. Also been allowed, they've also gotten some grants from some local Lions clubs and different agencies to expand their garden area. And their goal coming up is to eventually provide CSA boxes to their families. So when they're dealing with low-income families, and we know from Food Inc. and probably many other movies you might have seen out there, it's cheaper to go to McDonald's than to buy healthy food. So by providing a healthy box of vegetables to these low-income families, they're now educating their kids, and they're providing a new habit for their families. So any of you that would be interested in helping me explore a nonprofit that would farm out the additional 2 acres on our Shepard and Sierra site, please see me after the show. Thanks.